Welcome back, everybody. How you doing? It is time for Guilds of Ravnica, a complete booster box. All 36 packs gonna get busted. I got this at my local game store. I actually got it for less than they sell for online. I know a lot of times I'm like, oh, I paid a little bit more for this because I got it at my local game store, but I wanted to support my local store, so I got a place to play Friday Night Magic. Oh, that's not Friday Night Magic. Where did the Friday Night Magic thing go? They usually put that on the outside of the box. That made me look stupid. Not like I need any help. Anyway, so this one I actually got for less than they're going for on eBay right now. So I did pretty good. I like my local game store. They work with you. Obviously, sometimes, you know, like the newer boxes, they can't get them for the same price as some of the big online guys and all that. So they got to pay more. So plus they got local taxes and more overhead and all that. But sometimes, especially on the more out of print sets, you can get a little bit better deal at your local game store. So always check with them and be smart. Don't compare them to you know, people with zero feedback on eBay or Amazon, you know, fly-by-night places or you know, the foreign boxes. Watch out for the foreign boxes. A lot of people mistake the foreign boxes for the English boxes on eBay, and they're like, oh, you know, I can get that box for 50, 60 bucks on eBay right now. Buy it now. Well, you're getting Chinese simplified there, buddy. You're not actually getting the real deal. So I gotta move stuff out of the way so I got room to. My transform just transformed. That's from the vault transform back there, and it's transforming into my way. All right, I need something to put the packs in. Open this commander deck. Yeah, you want me to open this commander deck sometime soon? Let me know. I'm not sure if I want to open it or not. I picked up a bunch of the commander stuff because it's like really cheap right now, and I just kind of have a feeling hopefully it'll go up like a lot of the other commanders have. Although last year's commander didn't go up, so it could be pretty risky. I could just be sitting on this for a long time. Anyway, so let me know if you want me to open some more commander decks. What is up with this pack? It's going to take me like 14 tears to get this thing open. I've noticed these Guilds of Ravnica packs. I don't know if they tried a different type of horse glue or something on them. But yeah, they're not easy to open sometimes. All right, there is some uncommons we got to look at, so we will kind of go through the uncommons a little slower. I'm not going to read them all out, but we will kind of go through them, see if there's anything good in there. Emera, Soul of the Concord is our first pull. She's not the greatest pull. Oh, we did get a foil on the first pack, a Take Heart common. So we're off to a good start foil-wise. Well, not really, just common. That's probably all of 10, 12 cents. What do you think? All right. What'd you think of this set? Did you have a favorite card in here? Justice Strike. That's a pretty brutal card. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. You make one of your own or one of your opponent's creatures basically like beat themselves to death. All right, so I was going to comment on that, but this is a family-friendly channel. Silent Dart and Assure Assemble. Not the dual card we were hoping for. One of the dual cards in this set is actually worth a couple bucks. Of course, I forget what that is off the top of my head, but I'll remember when I see it. Probably not. I'll probably be like, oh, this sucks, and then realize later on after I watch the video again, and be like, oops. Actually, I don't watch these videos again. I just post them, and they're probably pretty bad. Fine Broker, Cross Contraband, Mausoleum Secrets. All of 35 cents of goodness there. It's actually not a bad card. I'm not sure why it's not more valuable. I mean, the Undergrowth feature on this is pretty cool. Search your library for a black card with a converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. And it's only one black and one colorless. I mean, it's basically a demonic tutor. You just can't get anything that costs more than the amount of creatures in your graveyard that's already been slaughtered. So I'm surprised it's kind of not worth something at least. You'd think it'd be worth at least a couple bucks. You guys are just too picky these days. You just can't be pleased, man. You don't put any value on anything. Give everybody participation trophies just for showing up, and then they don't value anything. Just kidding. Nothing good there. Etra, the Silencer. Kind of, I don't know, the artwork's kind of just blah. It's okay. I think they could have done better. There's a lot of good art out there these days on the cards, but sometimes you just see one and you're just like, really? That's the best they could do? I mean, I understand back in the early days, they couldn't pay the artists a lot, and the artists, they was all hand-painted and stuff, so some of the cards were pretty cheesy, but, yeah. Bounty Agent. I see something foily behind it, and it's coming. Notion Rain. Didn't Guns N' Roses write a song about that? And we got an emblem. It's a raw emblem, though, so probably nobody cares. So, did you draft this set? What was it like to draft during this block? Had a lot of fun drafting the original Ravnica block, but I wasn't around during this one. Oh, is that the one? Nope, that's not the one. Light of the Legion is our rare. Well, so far, this has been such an awesome box, bro. Said no one ever. This box has been pretty weak so far. What is going on here? We need some shock lands start falling out of these packs. We need some, oh wait, did I miss a good one? No. No, I don't think I did. All right. What is, is there something on that card? Is it damaged or is it just me? It might have just been might have been a fingerprint or something. Okay. Or I'm just seeing things. That's possible. And nothing there. Nib Mizzet. Got the good old Nib Mizzet. I don't think Nib's worth anything in this set, is he? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't see him on the I don't see him on the little price list I'm looking at. Oh wait, there he is at the very bottom. He's like $2. Good old Niv. Oh, no wonder he's only $2. Look at that casting cost. 3 blue and 3 red. Jeez, the odds of getting him out in a modern deck and not a vintage deck is pretty slim, and I don't think anybody's gonna put a 6 casting cost in a vintage deck. This spell can't be countered. Yeah, who cares? By that time of the game, it's too late to really counter anything important anyway. Flying, whenever you draw a card, Nib Mizzet Perun deals 1 damage to any target. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, you draw a card. And he's got great abilities. It's just that mana cost. This would probably be a $10 card if it was like 1 blue, 1 red, and 4 colorless. Or, you know, something like that. That's just, Oh, we got a Fall Beast Whisper. That's nice. Beast Whisper's $2 card, and then foil, he's probably a few dollar card. So that was a good hit. The Nib Mizzet's probably kind of weak. I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll see. Pretty much, if it's like under $2, I just throw it in my collection because there's really no point in selling it online at that point. Because after you pay all the fees and all the taxes and shipping and all that stuff, if it's under $2, you're just giving it to people. And it's just a whole lot of work for no reason. So you know, most of those, if you see a rare that's like under $1 or something that you want, just let me know. Maybe I'll see if I can't hook you up with it or add it on to something else that you get from me. Drowned Secrets. Think this one was worth a few dollars. Was it not? Was it? Yes, a couple dollars. This one, whenever you cast a blue spell, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into the graveyard, and it's only 1 blue and 1 colorless, so a good early game mill card. Yeah, if you're a patron and you see something you like and something that I pulled that's not terribly valuable, if it's not something that I would stack, I mean I'll probably add it on to an order or something, or if I do one of the giveaways and give you something, then I'll toss it in there if you want me to. Bounty of Might, or uncommons or commons or something like that that aren't anything I would play, and I got extras or whatever. Just let me know. I'm pretty generous with stuff like that. You know, obviously I try and get recoup a little bit of my money. Yeah, a little bit of my money that I put into these things so I can reinvest it into more cards, more stuff to open. Nullhide Ferox. That is a mythic. I think that's our first. Is that our first mythic in this whole box? Wow, this box is just not starting out to be very good so far. This is the first box of Guilds of Ravnica I've opened, and it's not impressing me too much, especially at the price of these boxes right now. These boxes are pretty much over 100. I think they're running about 105 pretty much on eBay for an actual English box. Not a Chinese simplified or French or Spanish box, but an actual English box. Risk Factor. Target opponent may have risk factor, deal 4 damage to them. If that player doesn't, you draw 3 cards. Jumpstart. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other cost, then exile this card. Not bad. I mean, I'd probably use that. It's a 1 red and 2 colorless, and it's either a 4 damage spell or you get 3 cards. Yeah, I mean, I would stack that in a red deck. I got no problem with that. That's really not on the price list. I don't remember seeing that when I was looking over the cards. Oh, there it is. It's a $2 card. All right, we'll set that one up there. I totally forgot what I was saying. That happens all the time to me. I'm so scatterbrained. I work too much. But it's almost the holidays, and I get a whole week off. It's going to be so glorious. Of course, it'll fly by in 2 hours. I'll, like, go to sleep the first night, wake up, and I'll be like, wait, what do you mean I got to go back to work tomorrow? Chromatic Lantern. That's a good card. It's worth probably $5, $6, $7 somewhere around there. Lands you control have add 1 mana of any color, and it adds 1 mana of any color. It's a 3 colors drop. I think if it was 2, this would probably be like a $20 card and see all kinds of play. But the casting cost 3 is a little bit late game for the kind of decks that are going to be running that, I would think. But it is a really cool card. I think I would stack it if it was in a format where I couldn't have a lot of mana acceleration, and especially if I was running a lot of colors. If I was running 3 or more colors, I'd probably put that in the deck for sure. Not in Vintage, obviously. It's kind of worthless in Vintage, but and one of the more modern kind of ones. District Guide, is this the one? Oh no, this one's pretty good. She's probably a 50-cent card, I think. When she enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card or gate card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. So that's pretty cool. She can actually go grab gates. Select the snare. Oh, and Hypnomic Betrayal. That's a second mythic. I don't think it's a very valuable mythic, but it is our second mythic of the box so far. I'm just kind of looking over the price list, but I don't see it, so I don't think it's worth anything. So, what's your favorite card in this set? You know, leave a comment. All the comments really help. Gatekeeper Gargoyle. Oh, that's a pretty cool card. Flying, and it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each gate you control. So, I mean, it's a 6-drop. So if you're playing all gates, you probably got 6 gates in play by the time you drop this thing, which makes it a 9/9 flyer. That's pretty beastly. I think it's a pretty cool card. I'm surprised it's not too valuable, because I would stack it. Citywide Bust, if it was a deck with all gates in it anyway. And I thought I was going to be around long enough to actually cast a 6-drop. I prefer not to build my decks with 6 drops in mind unless there's some major mana acceleration in them. What do you think? Do you guys like casting stacking the bigger casting cost creatures? My thing's always been about trying to win as fast as possible, and that usually means low casting cost so you can get stuff out quick. Venerated Loxodon. I'm not seeing any of the good uncommons unless I'm just missing them because I'm yapping too much. Which one was it? I don't even remember. Yeah. It's been a long week. What is that stupid card? I'm trying to think of. I'll think of it in a minute. The black and blue. 1 black, 1 blue. Yeah, whatever. Uncommon. It's worth some money. Yeah, you can comment, go to bed, get some sleep. Chamber Sentry. This box just so far has not shown me anything exciting. We haven't got a single shock land. Pretty disappointed so far. This box better have a hell of a second half. This better be a late game box, because not too impressed so far. Narcomia. When it's put in the graveyard from your library, you may put it onto the battlefield. So that's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, I'd stack that in a deck that was a mill deck that was kind of dual mill, like you're milling yourself too, because you're playing out of the graveyard. That's a pretty cool card because it's a free creature, free 1/1 flyer. I mean, if he was 2/2, it'd be much, much better. Probably be worth a lot more money if it was a 2/2. I don't think it's really worth much of anything right now. Yeah, I don't see him on the price list, so he's probably not worth much of anything right now. If he was a 2/2, I bet a lot of people would be stacking him. Because 2/2 flyers in a mill deck, that could be a game winner. Mill decks, your opponents have, well, you and your opponents have trouble casting, especially if it's a dual mill deck. So, Firemind's Research. There's a whopping quarter for you. Wow, we're halfway through this box and we haven't really got hardly anything. The foil Beast Whisperer is kind of cool, but what's that, $5-6 maybe? I mean, we're not even getting the good uncommons in here. So, oh, Thought Eraser. That's the one. That's the one I was trying to think of. Why didn't you guys tell me? All you had to do was say something. And finally, a Shockland. First Shockland of the whole thing. Isn't it funny how every time you pull a Shockland, the same color guild gate's right underneath it? Has anybody else noticed that, or is it just me? All right, so there's a couple dollar uncommon, which is nice. But I can't believe that's the first one we've come across in this whole box. We're halfway through the box. I got one of those in the bundle pack I opened the other day. I mean, they shouldn't be that hard to get. This is just a really weak box. I don't think I've seen the green card either yet. Thief of Sanity is a rare. I don't think he's much. Oh, there he is. He's worth a couple dollars. And then we got, oh, hey, there you go. So this is the other uncommon that we've been looking for, the Circuitous Root. This one's pretty cool. Uncommon, it's a search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and or gate cards. Put them out on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. It's 1 green, 3 colorless, so it's a little bit pricey. I think if it was 1 green, 2 colorless, it would be a much more effective card. They could have made it a mythic at that point. But we got a foil one, so it's a couple dollar uncommon, and then the foil, hopefully it's worth a bit more than that. So that was a good pull there in our foils, but we haven't gotten a lot of foils. We've gotten 4 foils so far in this whole box. And we're just a couple backs from 2/3 of the way through it. So hopefully the second half of this box is much more impressive than the first half. Now that maybe our momentum changed with the Shockland there. But that's what we're here for. Shocklands. It's all about the Shocklands. Flower and Flourish, the hippie card. And it's get Blaze, Inspiring Unicorn. Oh, see another foil. Oh, Steam Vents. Now we're cooking. Now we're getting better. And a foil common. But Steam Vents is one of the more expensive cards in the set, so that's good. So now our luck is starting to change a little bit, hopefully. Now, if we can just pull a Shockland in every pack that's left in that pile, then it'll be a really nice box. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That'd be nice, though. Like the God box of Shocklands. Has anybody ever seen anybody open a God pack or anything? Dream Eater. There's another mythic. So our third mythic for the box finally. You know, I always hear about them, but the only time I've seen them is what's his name? There's a guy on YouTube. I forget his channel name, but he was opening some. What were they? Were they unlimited or beta starters? I think they might have been beta starters. And he ended up getting God boxes in there where, and I think it was beta, or might have been unlimited. When they ran out of, they had extra spots on the sheets, so I forget whether they had extra spots on the sheets, Dawn of Hope, or the start, or they ran out of, they had extra rares, I think it was. So they had extra rares at the end of the print runs because the way they did the rarities on the sheets. So they ran out of uncommons and they had extra rares. So what they did was they would just literally leave the uncommons out and do all rares in the starter decks. There's another Circuitous Root or whatever. So another good uncommon. Finally, we're starting to get some of those. And Izuni, Thousand-Eyed. She does not look like she has 1,000 eyes in that picture. Do you see 1,000 eyes in that picture? Because I do not see 1,000 eyes in that picture. Anyways, so yeah, he ended up opening like 3 of those starters. I can't remember if they were beta or unlimited, but he opened up 3 of them, that were all rares. And I mean, we're talking moxes and all kinds of stuff falling out of those things. So that was pretty cool to watch. I would love to see that in person. Oh, got another mythic. It's Aurelia is, I think, it's a few dollar card, so not too bad, like 3 or 4 maybe. Yeah. I keep forgetting I moved the camera over, so I keep like, oh, don't you see that card over here? Nice card. Yeah, keep forgetting that I moved the camera over. So, flying 2/5 for 4 drop with Mentor, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 target creature you control. Until end of turn, that creature gets +2, gains trample if it's red, gains vigilance if it's white. Oh, and I'm off camera again. I swear I'll get used to this new camera angle eventually. So, alright, 2/3 of the way through the box. Here's our last stack. We've only got 2 of the Shocklands so far. We do have 4 Mythics, which is probably pretty average for the box. We got our foil rare, was actually a good one, but we've only gotten 3 of the good uncommons. However, 1 was foil, so we will count that as a win. Alright, demotion. That's right, Wizards gets a demotion for this box. And a Tajik, Legion's Edge. I see something shiny, but it's coming. So another shiny common foil. There. I don't think Talik's worth anything. So if you could change one thing about the current Magic situation, so one thing that Wizards has done here recently that you don't like or that you do like. Actually, let's stick to what you don't like. Let's be negative. I'm being negative on this box. Let's just be negative. Omnispell Adept. Tell me what your biggest beef with Wizards right now in the way that they're handling the Magic game. Mine is a toss-up between the secret lair thing. I really don't think they should be selling singles. I think that's lame to the utmost extent of lameness. Eternal Troll. We just got trolled, people. That's right. The troll has arrived to troll us. You know, the secret lair thing was just ultra lame. They could have done so much better with that if they'd have made them small sets. I would, you know, could be a little forgivable. But the whole just selling single cards thing, they really shouldn't do that. It's really gonna cause problems. Drone Secrets again. Isn't that our second one in this box? Or did I pull one in the bundle? I don't recall whether it was this one or the bundle. Everything blurs together after a while. Oh, yep, it was this box. So there we go. There's our good old Wizards duplication happening again in the same box. So I really didn't like that. I don't like the randomness. I wish they'd go back to the block format. 3 sets of the same block. It was a lot easier to figure out what was in the current format to play, too, to build decks. You know, you got to really kind of know the sets right now to build a deck. Stratus Statue. Oh, is it? Response Resurgence. No, I don't think that's a good one. But I do see something foily. It looks like a land. Is it common? Oh, it's a Guild Gate. God, I thought we were going to get a shock land. Full shock land. That would have totally redeemed this box. But as it looks right now, we got, what, 6 packs left? And we only got 2 shock lands. I think I am losing money on this one. Unless we get some really bang-up cards in this last couple packs. I think I'm getting hosed on this box. So, yeah, let me know what your biggest gripe is with how they're handling things right now. Since the Hasbro takeover. Beast Whisperer, non-foil. So, decent card, decent hit. Let's not put it in the mythic pile, Dan. So, yeah, I don't like the randomness. I think there's way too many products out right now. Wish things were a little more, you know, like back in the day, we used to really anticipate the new sets. It's like we really cared when a new set was coming out. Now everybody's like, oh, when's the next set coming out? It's coming out next month. Oh, another one already. Oh, then we just have 2 sets this month, and now we have the secret lair. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay. Do you see what I see? That is a shiny overgrown tomb. All right, I'm feeling a little better about this box now. Ooh, doggy, look at that. That is nice. So, I was being all negative, and the Wizards like, oh yeah, we'll give you something to cry about. So, yeah, I don't know. Back in the day, we really looked forward to the sets. There's a lot more build up. There was a lot more anticipation going on. Now it's just like every month they're throwing a new set at you, and they're throwing some kind of new special thing going on every month, and it's just like, it's nonstop. Guild Mages Forum. I don't think it's worth much of anything, is it? I don't think so. So, yeah, I think it's just too much. I know they're trying to make money. I know Hasbro is all about the merchandising and trying to make as much as they can from every single angle they can possibly attack from. And I respect that. I mean, capitalism's what made America what it is. So, you know, it is what it is. But another Amara. Okay, we're repeating the first half of the box, which is not good because the first half of this box was horrible. The second half with that overgrown slow tomb kind of come back a little. But I still think I need a couple more good cards in these last 2 packs here to kind of balance it out, because even though the overgrown tomb is nice, I don't know if it's enough to make up for how lackadaisical the rest of this box was. So, yeah, those are kind of my 2 biggest gripes, is them, the wee Dragonauts. Good old wee Dragonauts. That's a reprint from the first Ravnica, isn't it? Or Dissension, maybe? Vivid Revival. Vivid Quarterbin. So, yeah, those are kind of my biggest gripes. What's your biggest gripe with how Hasbro is handling the whole Magic the Gathering thing right now? What do you think they could do better? Let's help them out. Let's give them some advice. What do we think they should do to kind of fix things? I would think the 3-block set and not printing so much stuff so fast and throwing so many different products at us. I think just do one thing at a time, you know. Oh, there's another Circuitous Root. What's our final rare? Deafening Clarion. I think that one might be a couple bucks. No, maybe not. I don't see it. Don't see it on the list, so I guess not. I thought it was worth something. And an emblem, a Vraska emblem. I think that's the first one of those we've gotten. Of course, I've been yapping my jaws so much, I probably haven't paid attention. Can't believe we didn't get more of those, the good uncommons. Let me take a second to run through here while we finish up our conversation. Anyways, yeah, I like the collector's packs idea. I think it's a great idea. I think they're really cool. I know they're really overpriced. I think the price should have been a little bit less on them, and maybe not printed so much. They should have been a little bit more of a kind of more unique, more rare thing with a smaller print run, and then they'd actually be really valuable down the road. And then I could justify the extensive prices on them. But I think they should do it separate. You know what I mean? I think they should release the main set, and then once the main set comes off of allocation, then release the collector's boxes. So I think that would have been a much better way to handle it, personally. Of course, they're billionaires and I'm not, so I guess they don't really give a crap about my opinion. But I think, you know, personally, that's how I would probably approached it, you know. I would have been like, let's give them this really good set, because Throne of All Drain is a really good set, I gotta admit. But I mean, most people don't even realize how good the set is, because they've been so busy looking at all the collector's box stuff that they haven't even really looked at the main set. It's like, you know, the most famous guy on YouTube, he literally opened almost 100 of the collector's boxes before he even opened a single of the normal box. You know, and he's like opening the normal box going, wow, there's some really good stuff in here. There's some good value in these boxes. It's like, yeah, this set's been out for months, man. The collector's boxes just kind of distract from the main set. I mean, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot with that. If they'd wait on the collector's boxes, then they could actually sell a lot more and have a lot more attention for the main set, and then shove that collector's box down our throat and make all that extra money on top. That would all be gravy. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just, I'm not a pro. Don't claim to be. I'm just some dude, plays Magic, likes the cards, been playing forever. You know, trying to pick these up without damaging them here. So, what do we get? We got a foil of the Circuitous Circuitous. Oh, it's circuitous root. Okay, I got it now. Circuitous. It's like a circuit. It's a labyrinth, but it looks like a circuit board. Okay, now I got it. Circuitous root. Okay, now I can pronounce that. So I got 2 of the circuitous roots. One's a foil. Oh, 3 of them. One is a foil. So not too bad there. Only 1 thought erasure in an entire box. Yeah, uncommon my behind. Wizards, come on. You're not fooling anybody with this garbage. 1 in an entire booster box. It's an uncommon. Yeah, now we know why that one's worth so much. We did get a foil Beast Whisperer and a regular Beast Whisperer. If you're going to have duplication, that's the kind of duplication you want. You want the more valuable cards duplicated in foil, not the 25-cent cards duplicated non-foil. So, pretty good there. The Niv is okay, the risk factor is okay. A couple bucks there. We got 4 mythics. They weren't good mythics though. You know, nothing exciting at all in the mythics. And 4 is kind of, I think, compared to the newer boxes, I think 4 is pretty weak. We did get 3 of the Shocklands. 1 of them is foil. The Overgrown Tomb foil. That's huge. That's a nice one. I don't think with just 3 of them though, I don't think we got our value even with the foil. I don't think we got our value back out of the box. I mean, I think our next most expensive card aside from the foil Beast Whisperer is the uncommons, the foil uncommon. So yeah, I don't think we got what we got into this box out of it. Pretty disappointed with the overall pulls and the overall value. I think I love the Overgrown Tomb foil. That's awesome. Not saying anything about that, but I don't think it was enough to that and the other 2 Shocklands and the couple little cards we pulled were enough to really compensate for the kind of price tag that's on these boxes right now. I think these boxes should stay or go back down and stay around that $80 range unless I just got a really bad box. Let me know if you opened a box of these and gotten better pulls than this. Or gotten more value. I mean, why are these boxes over $100 right now if this is what you get out of them? I mean, I got more out of the I think I got more out of the Return to Ravnica box and the Ravnica Allegiance box than I got out of this one. Maybe it's just a bad box. Let me know. Let me know if this is just kind of a weaker box or if this is pretty typical of these boxes. So I'd love to hear your comments. Like I said, let's have a discussion about what Wizards could do to improve, or what you think they're just being crazy on, or what do you think they're doing awesome on? Do you think they're just killing it right now and I'm just an uber pessimist? You know? Let me know. Let's have a conversation. All right, guys, I really appreciate your time. I'm sure you're not still watching, so at this point, but if you are, I hugely appreciate it. Every like, comment, subscription, it all means a great deal to me because I'm just trying to get this thing going here. So, still work a day job. I still get up every morning, even though I hate getting up every morning and go to work. So, one of these days, I'm hoping to maybe not have to do that. So, so everything you do to help me grow this channel is just, it means the world to me. So thank you very much. Good night.